Hey dolls, it's Sunday night, Sunday fun day, and I am in the house, and so is Nuggie. Nuggie's here to see all my dolls, to see how everybody is. How's everybody doing? Hi, Mary Ellen, how are you? Hi, Patty. How are you guys doing? What a crazy week. And I don't know where everyone lives, but what the heck's up with this damn weather? Hi, Kath. I mean, like, seriously, it is so freaking cold. Like, yesterday, if my body would have fit into a bikini, I would have been in one. It doesn't fit into one, though. Trust me, it doesn't even fit into thong underwear. But anyway, and now today it's like freezing, like crazy. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Hi, Bonnie. Who am I missing? Hi, Sarah. How are you? How's all my dolls? Everybody's here. Hey, Stephanie. How you doing? Hi, Catherine. So good to see everybody. Hi, Renee. All my dolls are here. I'm so excited. That's awesome. My daughter got married, so you're great. Oh, Michelle, congratulations. I know that when Devin and Kate got married, I don't even know how you explain how amazing that day is. It's like so many weird, different emotions, right? Hi, Lillian. Hi, Carolyn. Hey, Renee. Another Renee. Hi, Jody. There's a bunch of my cousins. Kathy and Jody are here. Yep. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Annie. Good to see you guys. So I didn't get to see you last Sunday because I was in Italy at the exact same time on air that this normally would have been. And hi, Cindy. Hi, Anita. Hi, Robin. Stephanie, I was just getting ready to say hi, Maria. Let you know you lost you lost your rescue puppy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God, that's the worst. There's no pain like losing an animal. Like, it's the most gut-wrenching pain. It's so horrible. And my heart goes out to you, and I hope that you heal soon. That's just the worst. It's just horrible. But I have a lot of updates for you guys. If you want to talk about fur babies, you know, about 3 weeks ago, there was a little puppy, Ginger, that I was like literally obsessed with, and I came this close to bringing her home. But this one scares me when I try to bring him home because she's so protective. All right, get down, dog. That's enough for today. So it scared me, but she got adopted this week, so I was really happy about that. I'm really, really happy about that. And yeah, I missed everybody on Sunday. Thanks, Christine. Hey, Gay. Hey, Cake. Hi, Robin. I missed everybody last Sunday because, yes, I was in Italy and we won 2 Customer Choice Awards. It was so awesome. And I'm not allowed to like spill the beans, but we won 2 Customer Choice Awards. Hi, Joanne. And hi, Donna. And it was amazing. Like, it's so funny because you know, and you don't even think that like you're going to get like ridiculously emotional about it or anything. But you know, when they announce your name and they're playing the music and you like go walking over to get your awards, you're like, and the host there like crying. It was really, it was a really great trip, except for when United Airlines lost my luggage. It took 3 days to get back. I had everything I owned in it. Thank God I have a makeup company because they go like this. And this will crack you guys the hell up. It really will. We can offer you a $75 voucher to use so you can buy some products. I'm thinking, a man must have made that rule, right? A man. Because what can you get for $75? I mean, I think a tube of toothpaste is like $10. Like, I mean, not really. I mean, I'm being facetious, but like $75, like a can of hairspray is $20, a mascara is like $18. Like, what? I'm like, no, I don't need the $75, thank God. But you know, I'm like, how? Anyway, my bag came, thank God. I bought some shoes in Italy. I was pretty happy to get them. I was like, I want my bag. I got new shoes. So that happened. But oh well, that's part of it. Thanks, Christine. You like the lipsticks. Hey, Jess. How are you? Hey, Emily. Hi, Joanne. Thanks. Hey, Mom. How are you? there's my mama. Anyway, yeah, so that was really exciting this weekend. I'm actually heading back there, not this week, but the following week to the UK and Italy. So that's pretty exciting. So, anyway, how's everybody? Everybody's good. I have a really cool tutorial for you guys tonight. I think, you know, I was like thinking like, I haven't been able to do a tutorial in like 2 weeks. What can I do? Hey, Dee, how are you? Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, so one, it's cold. Two, my bags came 3 days later. And women need to start like ruling the world, because the $75 voucher was like, no, that ain't gonna happen. So that my dogs got adopted, and my son's birthday's on Wednesday. He's gonna be 28. How about that? He's going to be 28 years old. I got a hair in my eye. He's going to be 28 years old. So him and Kate came over this morning for breakfast. So that was pretty awesome. And we had a little cake. But I didn't eat no cake. I ate biscuits instead. We had biscuits and eggs and sausage, and it was delicious. And hey, just in case any of you guys in the New Jersey, Carolina area, Pennsylvania, my son texted me and said, there's a huge egg recall for salmonella outbreak. So Google that. They're recalling like, I don't know, 2 million eggs or something crazy like that. But he was panicking that the eggs that I served him today had salmonella. They didn't. But if you do, just Google that. I don't want any of my dolls getting sick. We can't have that. I got to have all my dolls healthy and pretty and awesome, right? So, all right. So Google that. I forget what it was. But anyway, just thought that I would tell you guys that. So yeah, my son is going to be 28 on Wednesday. How did he get that old? And I stayed so young. I don't know. But anyway, it is. Okay. So if you saw in my tutorial in the beginning, I said the nose, right? So, oh, there you are. There's the egg. Cindy's putting it up there. Hey, Dawn, how are you? Okay. So, I thought I would do you guys a quick tutorial, because on how to contour your nose, okay? I know that sounds like a weird thing, but it's something that's really easy to do. And if I give you a couple little tricks, you guys would be able to do it really easy. And it really alters the way, you know, your face kind of looks and the way you look in your photos, and, you know, and it's super, super easy to do. But, look, I started a whole big thing about the eggs. So, hi, Shauna. Anyway, yeah, I did. I started a whole big thing about the eggs. Anyway, Google that afterwards. Come on, let's do our nose. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so really easy. There's just a couple little rules of thumb to contour your nose, to make your nose look like, you know, you've had rhinoplasty. Not to say that any of you need it, but that's what makeup does, right? Like, it kind of like enhances the features that we have. It helps to camouflage the things that we don't like, really, you know, maybe don't like about ourselves. Or I hate saying that, because I think you should love everything about yourself, really, but maybe let's just say that it enhances the things that we have. I think that's a little bit better. I don't think anybody should not like something about themselves. I don't. But one thing I love about makeup is that makeup can make us feel and look prettier. Okay. So that being said, I have foundation on. I don't have my brows on. I don't have any eye makeup on, just my, you know, I wear my lashes and some lip. I know when people are asking about my lip, it is the Nude Lip Wardrobe in Better Than Nude and Buff. And I have a little blush and contour on. So we're going to work right through here. So the first easiest thing that you can do, maybe I'll do one side so I can show you. That would be kind of cool. And I just had to put this light on here. So because this camera, this way to, I'll put it back here, to look in my phone is sometimes so small. And y'all know I'm blind as a bat. Blind, 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 blind. I broke my glasses again. Hate to say it. These glasses, I got these glasses, and you guys have all seen them. I think I put them here somewhere. Anyway, they're really cute, but the screw keeps breaking, and it's like kind of aggravating. But anyway, okay. I hope that's not too bright, but it's like this mirror. I think we did it in a giveaway. I should do that in a giveaway again because I really love this mirror. It's so good. It's just like this cute little mirror. Anyway, okay, so if that's too bright, let me know. All right, so first of all, the easiest way to give you the look of a more narrowed nose. Now, if you have a very narrow nose, I'm going to give you something I'm going to have you do kind of things the opposite. But if you have a nose like mine, a little bit wider of a nose, a flat nose, a triangular nose, or even a nose that that maybe is naturally crooked, or maybe you broke your nose or something like that. The easiest way, hi Linda, I'm like just talking away. I'm sorry about that. What brand is this mirror? I don't know. Kate would know. I don't know. I saw Kate was popping around in here. I don't know if she's still in there, but she would know because she orders these mirrors and we use those a lot. They're just great. They're like these little LED mirrors and they're super handy and they're cheap too. They're not, and then it's got like this little thing right there that puts it on and off. But okay, so here is hi Linda. Here is, oh Elizabeth, you're so sweet. I love you. Okay, so here is the first rule of thumb when we're talking about doing our noses. Okay, the easiest thing that we can do, okay, number one, is to do our brows correctly. So I don't have any brow product on. You can kind of see how like scanty my brows are, but when I'm talking about doing your brows, it's where we're placing our brow product, right? So what I'm going to tell you is take your middle finger like this or your thumb finger and your brows should start right there, okay? So that's a good rule of thumb. Also, you can do this, okay? Put your pencil right here and your brows should start right there, okay? Right there, see that? Should start right there. So I'm gonna do one side. I don't know if it'll be as effective. If not, then I'll just fill in the other side. And let me put this back here. And let's go. Let's get started with the nozzle tutorial. So I'm gonna use the Arch Master. It is in the taupe shade. I think this comes in taupe and brunette. So I'm taupe, obviously I'm a bleach blonde, don't tell anybody. God didn't get the memo that I'm supposed to be a natural blonde, although sometimes, I think I am. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is, like I said, you're going to see, I don't really have a lot of brow hair, but I'm going to start right through here. So the easiest way, I put that too much of a mark, we're going to do like little feather strokes, is to bring that guy in, okay? Just little feather strokes. Not real heavy because you don't want like this big solid brow. We want our brows to kind of look feathery and nice, particularly in this part of our face, and I'm going to tell you why. You don't want a dense clump through here. You want this to be feathery and nice, and the reason is because it looks more feminine. If you have a clunk block brow right through here, like all one solid brow without this looking thinner, it's literally, oh, my Heavy's in the house. Hey, Heavy. If you have a solid chunk of brow right through here, it will actually make you look more masculine. So we want to do just nice little feather strokes right here. And then what we can do is that we're going to arch that brow, arch that brow and then just follow through. So just follow through. And I'm just going to use, I can use the whole pencil how I normally do it, but you can see how I did these nice little feather strokes where I don't have any brow hair. And now instantly, if you see this side, you'll start to see how much thinner this side of my nose is going to start to look. I don't know if you'll be able to. I might have to do both brows for you guys to like really see the difference. Now I'm just using that center of that Arch Master, the powder, just to kind of fill in those because I don't like a solid brow, because the latest thing now, which I actually really like, I've always done, is more of like a textured brow, which means that it's not like one big chunk of brow. Okay, I think I might have to do both so you can kind of see. All right, so you can see. So remember what I said? your brows should really start. That's a really good rule of thumb. Or you're going to take your pencil and my brow should start there. So that's the easiest way to actually, believe it or not, change the shape of your nose. Okay, because by putting that brow product right here and here, instantly it's going to start to create the look of a slimmer nose. Okay, so like I said, if you have a very slim nose, you're still actually going to put that brow there. But I'm going to give you some tutorials to do, just a quick tutorial. If you have a long and thin nose, you're going to reverse contour. Okay, so really quickly, I just filled that bad boy in. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Hi, Robin. Okay, so ready? Let's go ahead and just fill that in with that. I'm not going to go ahead and do all the grooming parts with this Archmaster. I'm just going to fill that in. There we go. And just a little bit right there. I missed a little spot right there. Okay, perfect. So instantly now my nose is starting to look thinner, right? Okay, it's starting to look a little bit thinner. And we like that, okay? That's the beauty of makeup. We can change kind of those things that we want to change. Okay, now, the second thing I'm going to get out is my contour palette. Okay, you can tell that this is my contour palette. It's kind of the palette that I use a lot. And it's just got really, really, really great shades in it. So I'm going to use this shade called Shady Lady. And now you can do these contours with a liquid, a cream, a powder, whichever one you want to. Lisa, I'm just getting started, so don't worry. Hi, Patricia. Only thing I did so far, Lisa, was put my brows right close into here, and that instantly gives me the look of a more narrowed nose. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the powder, okay? You can, like I said, you can, if you want to do this with like a deeper, maybe cream foundation or a contour stick, you can. I'm just going to use the powder because it's here. So I'm going to take the flat end here of my eyeshadow brush. And now what I'm going to do is, see this area right through here? I'm going to bring this line, just like this, right down through here. Okay, just like this. Right through here. Now, if you have a very narrowed, thin nose, you're going to bring light down there, not dark. You're going to highlight down this area of the nose because highlight brings things forward and gives things width. Darkness takes things back and makes things look smaller. Told you that's why I'm always on the contour diet, because it makes me look thinner and I can eat pizza. But anyway, so we're going to go right through here just like this. And we're going to go right down that center, right down that nook, just like that. Okay. Okay, do you see how instantly now it's starting to actually give me the look of a more narrowed nose? Okay, so that is where we're going to put the shadow. If you have a narrow, long nose, what if you have hair on the tail, but it's not happen right? I can't, wait a minute. Let me go with it. What does that say? Mine comes down to close to my eye so I can bring my arch. And why? Because it looks like I have two brows. Amy, God pluck it. No other way to say it. We don't want a unibrow, okay? So if you've got brow hair that's coming down here, pluck that hair to right through here. If that brow hair comes in too much, girl, you got to clean that bad boy up so it starts right there, okay? So I hope that helps. You're just going to have to clean it up. I always say for someone that's kind of getting started, can I bring contour? Emily, can I bring it down my thighs? Girl, if I could put this stuff all over my body, thighs, abdomen, back of my arms, I so would. But anyway, okay. So I always recommend, a lot of times people don't know what to do with their brows. I started this whole brand because of brows. I kind of a little bit of a brow expert, but I always say go to a really good brow person, have them, shaped once, and then once they shape them, you can kind of follow it. So that means that they shape, and then you kind of get little ones that like grow. You can pluck those little suckers right on out. And you know, it's really easy. And you know, but you have to make sure, honestly, that you go to somebody that's really credible just one time, and then they'll give you that shape and teach you how to do that, and then you can follow it and use that as a guide. So, okay, so here's that line. Now what I'm gonna do is, because I used a powder, I'm just gonna soften that a little bit so it doesn't look like I have like this line on my nose. So it just kind of looks like a nice little shadow that I've created, like this beautiful slender nose. Okay, so now there it is. See, brought these in, slenderized here. Now, okay, here's the other thing that we're gonna do. Amy said the tail, not the inner. Oh, okay, cool, Bonnie. All right, I'm sorry, I thought you meant the inner. The tail. Most women have lost their tail. I personally have lost my tail, but not the one. I'm looking for my pencil. It didn't just fall on the floor. Not the one I sit on. That seems to be quite healthy. I haven't lost that guy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that, Amy. Bonnie, thank you for clarifying that. The tail. Okay, most of the time women naturally do get thin here. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about brows, and then we'll get back to the old nozzle again. So the tail. So what you want to do is you're going to take your pencil, okay, and you're going to look straight into the mirror. Like this is if I was sitting in the mirror, and I'm going to take my pencil and see where the corner of my eye is, and I'm going to line this bad boy up just like this. And see how I kind of know where notice that my mark, without even looking, came right through here. But you'll put a little dot here. You do not want your tail to extend down past that mark or stop short. Okay, so that's why I always say it's really important to do your brows. If your tail stops too short, then that will make your eyes look smaller. If your tail goes down too long, it will drag your eye down. So it's really important, the placement. So let's talk about it. I mean, we're printing it here. Let's bring it out. Okay? So let's go. We're going to start that brow right here. And now say I'm in the bathroom right now and I'm looking at, I would normally like be in a robe and it would not be attractive, but but if I'm looking in my mirror, I'm going like this and I'm going, okay, here's my spot. Then when I'm looking straight ahead, right at my pupil area, that is where my arch will be. If I'm looking right straight ahead, okay, right there would be my arch. And then I'm going to take my pencil right through here, right through the corner of my eye and my nose, and that is my tail. So there are my 3 points. And then literally what you do is you take a pencil or your powder or your cream, and then what you do is almost like kind of connect the dots. So start out really nice and soft, because most of the time when people do their brows, it's almost like a shock, because I really honestly believe that brows change and make the most dramatic change on your face. More than a foundation, more than a lipstick or lashes or any of that stuff. Brows to me, honestly, are the most important. What about the arch of the brow? Hetty, that's what I just said right here, baby. So look straight ahead, just like that. Right where the eye is from the nose, and right there should be your arch. Did you guys get that? You understand that? And whatever you're using, if you're not using a brow pencil and you're using, I mean, even do it with like a brown eyeliner if you use a brown eyeliner pencil, just till you get your marks. Once you start doing that, you won't have to really mark your face anymore, because you'll just know where those points are. You'll know where they are. So they'll go just like that. And then I always say, just lightly start to feather those strokes, meet those dots, feather them. Now, a lot of times if I'm like maybe going somewhere, I'll cheat that brow up a little bit to make it look a little bit fuller and thicker, just like that. Here, I'll show you if I really want a nice, beautiful, dramatic brow, I will make that brow look thicker. I like just so you know, I like a little bit more of a circular arch versus a pointy arch. And I'll tell you why. A circular arch, I think, creates a look of a little bit more of a younger face then you know how a lot of times the Instagram people will go, ah, and like this, and then go straight down, make it like that sharp brow. That's just me personally. So if you like that and it goes down, good, and it works for you, that's awesome. Just me personally, this round one kind of shapes my face better, and that's how I like it to do it. So instead of creating that kind of straight like this and then down, I create this nice kind of arc. So, oh, sounds like my husband's home. Well, I told you guys we've been working on the shore house, trying to get it all together. It's coming together. It's a labor of love. We are not divorced yet, but it could happen over the shore house. The poor man, God love him. Anyway, okay, so let me see. Points look evil mad. Sometimes people have a little bit of a natural point to their brow. That can be natural. If you do, try just 1 or 2 times. Just try like filling that in so it's more of a softer round thing. Actually, you know, I just think personally, that's just me. And like I said, you can never get makeup wrong. You want to know why you can never get makeup wrong? Because you can wash it off, okay? And you can do whatever you want to do. If one day you want to have an angled brow, go for it. Who cares? It's just makeup. That's all it is. It's makeup, and it's there to play with and enjoy it. You know what I mean? So it's good. Okay, so let's get back to the old nose, which we started with. Okay, and if you guys are just late to the party, that's okay. I'm going to recap it. So what I'm telling you is instantly, if you want to get the look of a narrowed nose, you're going to start your brows right through here. A good rule of thumb, if you don't have the pencil, is, you know what, your brows should never come in and create a unibrow. Your brows, you know, should never start out here too far. The further away your brow starts, the more broad your nose is going to look. So instantly, by putting those brows right through here, it is going to create a more narrowed look, okay? Now, what we did is we took a little, oh, Janet, thanks! I am coming back to TSC, in a couple weeks in May. I have a showstopper there, so I'm excited about that. Okay, Elizabeth, tell my husband to come in. I don't know if he'll do that. Hey, Bob, everybody wants to meet you. Not now. He said, not now, baby. That's what he said. So he's the shy type. You can't have 2 crazies like me in the household. That just wouldn't work. That'd be like... Anyway, then I took my Shady Lady from my contour palette really quick, and then I'm going to show you how to highlight, and that's the tutorial. So I took that Shady Lady and I started that arch, and I went right down through here on both sides, just like that, okay? And then I took my concealer brush and I just blended it out. Now, what the other thing that we want to do, now if you have a very narrow nose, kind of like a pointier narrow nose, you're going to use highlight here instead of contour, okay? So now, third and final step to get that schnozzly ready schnozzle, I'm going to take the face palette that has that highlighter. Okay, now, a couple things with the highlighter. This is interesting, and this is something that I learned that I really like. Highlight brings things forward, right? Makes things look bigger, brings things forward, and that's kind of why we like a highlighter. And you can use any highlighter that you have. If you don't own a highlighter, I know that you have an eyeshadow palette that probably has a bit of like a highlighting shade in it that you would use for all over your crease, you know, I mean all over your base. So use that if you don't have a highlighter, or, you know, or a pearly shade that's really light in your eyeshadow palette. So if you don't have a highlighter, trust me, you probably have a highlighter, you just didn't know how to use it. So there's 2 things that you can do. Now, first of all, I like to take my highlighter right through here, and I like to stop right through here. Now, we're going to blend, okay, and I like to stop, and then we'll just blend that in. So what that means is when you do like that, you can see like this narrow, and then you shouldn't really kind of like see it. It just kind of like catches the light, and you just kind of, it makes it like really soft and pretty. Now, some people do this, okay, and I've seen it done a gazillion times. It's up to you. They put it right here on the tip of the nose, But I think when you put that on the tip of the nose, quite honestly, that all you see is like this highlighter coming at you. And I think it draws a lot of attention to this area personally. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Hey, Alexa, how you doing, baby? So I typically don't really like to put it on that tip. I think that's a kind of a, like an Instagram kind of thing, but in reality, I don't think you really want a big bulb coming like at you. So, but I do like to highlight right down the center. And now let me clean that tip up with a little bit of foundation and kind of make that tip go away. Let me do that. I'm not a big fan, but I just wanted to show you guys what that looked like. Now let me highlight down here. All right, hang on, let me get him back. Okay, just like this, and then let's just put that highlighter. I like to use the one from the face palette because it's a little bit pearlier than the one in the contour palette. Just for like demonstration, you can use either one. Okay, just like this, and then blend. And there you go. Oh, no, I still have a little bit of highlight there. See what I'm saying, why I don't like to highlight that? But anyway, so there you go. So there you have it. And then you just go ahead and blend that thing through. How about that? I like under my eyebrows to open up my eyes. Yeah, you can highlight. Now, interesting. If you remember that highlight is going to bring attention to anything, okay? So if you have hooded lids, like I have hooded lids means that your lids look heavy. The last thing that you want to do is put highlighter right here. You want to make it lighter, but not pearly highlight, okay? You can make that look nice and light and define that brow, but you don't, not that kind of like pearly that you just saw. That's why I told you I like to do this just like right through here, because kind of like when you're talking and it just kind of catches the light and it's like really cute and pretty. When you use that highlighter through here, use one that doesn't have a lot of pearl, because what will happen if it has a lot of pearl, just like you saw that ball on my nose, that means this thick chunk of heavy lid would look like I have a lot of pearl, and then all of a sudden it's going to bring attention to how closed in my eye is. So you highlight to define the brow. Perfect. I like to actually just do that with lighter concealer shades too, instead of shadows, but I would not recommend a pearl underneath the brow. So that's kind of, hey Barbara, how are you? How to hide. Thank you. I was always okay. Yeah, it's really easy, right? So really quick, there's a lot of times that I'll do too if I'm like in a hurry, and I'll show you a really quick way. I take my finger like this, okay, and I take the same middle finger like that, okay, and then I take these two fingers and I just rub them together. I take them right in just like this, and I go right down like that. Just like that, if I don't want to use a brush. Now, if you don't have contour, just like I told you, I guarantee you have like a really nice soft brown eyeshadow that you can try it and try playing with it. I make contour palettes, love them, but a lot of times women are scared of them, and it's okay. First of all, never be scared of makeup. Like I said, you got soap and water. Don't be scared of it. It's fun to play. You can always wash it off. Another thing that I will tell you, women kind of get stuck, me included, on what we did when we felt the prettiest back in, 1985, okay? As our face changes, as makeup changes, as all these things change, instantly, let me take this off, and then maybe you can see now what I did now with that nice little cute knit. See how kind of like it just looks cute? Anyway, I think it looks cute. Maybe it doesn't look cute. Who knows? But anyway, just try these things, try them. And I like to experiment with all kinds of things. But if you don't have a contour palette, if you don't have a highlighter palette, pull out your eyeshadow palette. Trust me, it works the same. It's like, it literally works the same. Like if I was to pull, well, this has a highlighter, but you could very well contour very lightly with that brown shade. So I know that you guys have that, even if you don't say, I don't have a contour palette, I don't have that. Trust me, you can do it with your eyeshadow palette. Eyeshadow palette, maybe one of these tutorials, I'll take an eyeshadow palette and show you all the things that you can do with an eyeshadow palette. Anyway, okay. Yeah, 1970, right, Sherry? Like, whenever, it's interesting because women do their makeup like when they were 30 years old or whenever they felt the prettiest, 25, 28, whatever that is. And they don't really change that much. And the thing is that subtle little things that you tweak and that you can change really can make huge impacts on how we put our face forward. So it's really cool if just try with it. And then honestly, a lot of times the hardest thing to do is that you probably look really good, but when you're looking in the mirror, you're like, I don't know. Just go out, see what people say. Just like, do a little bit of contour like I showed you, that little highlight like that. Oh, I forgot to tell you, if you have a very thin, narrow nose, you're not going to highlight down the center, okay? That is going to make it look narrow. Remember, we're going to highlight side to side, but not down the center. I forgot to say that. Okay, let me see. Did everybody get that? If you want to make your nose look shorter, can you put a little of the contour under the tip? Yes. Yes, you can, Barb. That's a very good one. Yes, absolutely. If you want to make it look a little shorter, that's a very good one. You take it just right underneath here, all the way down just like this. Also, if you want to make it to look a little bit shorter, you can go right through here as well. Right through here, almost like a V, like right through here. And just remember to blend. And I'm going to tell you how I blend. That's really easy. Contouring and these things are typically like the icing on the cake, right? That's what we do at the end of our makeup routine. We put on our blush, we put on our highlighter, all that stuff. Hi, Tammy. How are you, love? Thanks, Carol. Is that... I take my concealer brush that usually has like a little bit of concealer left on it, and then that's what I use to kind of blend it out, because that way that concealer will, kind of, it has that little bit of color still on it, and then that way that blends it out so nice. Oh, it looks, I did such a nice job. It looks so cute. Oh, cute little nose. Watch out, Jeannie. Anyway, okay, I'm being ridiculous. It is Sunday night. So, and I was probably chatting away here on the super skinny eyebrow trend from the 1990s. I know, Zana. I mean, that was a crazy trend, that super skinny. That ruined a lot of women's brows because a lot of their brows didn't grow back, and naturally they get thin anyway. And a thick brow, subconsciously, as people are, do you think dark eyelids make your eyes look smaller and seasoned ladies shouldn't use? Bonnie, interesting. I think dark shadows, if this is what you're asking me, if they're placed correctly, will open your eye. It depends on where the placement is of the shadow. If you, I don't think makeup really should change that. Let me see how to say this. I don't think no matter what age you are, I think whatever you do and you feel good and you feel pretty, that's what you should do. I think there's some placements that you can do with darker shadows. Typically, if you're older, most of the time as we get older, our lids do get a little heavier. And if you take that shadow placement and you do it in a V, which means that I don't have any shadow on now, but if you do it close to the lid line like this, and then above that crease area like that, let me put it on like this. So typically what I would do, I would put that above that crease just like that, and I would do it in a V. I wouldn't put dark shadow like all over my lid because that would totally close it in. So that's what I would do, and instantly you see where I placed it. See how this eye is starting to look more open? So that's kind of how you work on a hooded lid. So dark shadows are really cool. I like to play with dark shadows. Like I actually like this really dark shadow here. It's just a matter of the placement of the dark shadow body, not eyelids. Eyeliner. Oh, Bonnie, dark eyeliner. I'm sorry. Bonnie, you're so good. You're helping me out because I don't have my glasses on. And I'm on my phone and it's like really small. Okay, so let me talk about the eyeliners. And Donna, you just had them microbladed. Ouch. And used to shave your brows if I could go. I will tell you that I think microblading is awesome. You have to make sure that you go to a very experienced person that knows. I would research them as if they were a plastic surgeon. Just because, I mean, that's literally like a tattoo on your face. And if they screw that up, it's not good. But I'm going to tell you, I've seen some girls microbladed brows and they are gorgeous. I will tell you that. I mean, just beautiful. So I hope yours turned out really good, Donna. I'm a fan of it. I'm a big fan of the microblading. Hi, Annie. All right, so let's talk about eyeliner really quick. I do think that dark eyeliner closes your eye in. I've coined the phrase called step down to brown. I wear brown liner on my eyelids instead of black because an eyeliner is literally meant to create I don't have any on now, like I don't really have any shadow on, but eyeliner was meant to create the shape back to the eye and to enhance the look of the lash line, to make your lashes look bigger and fuller. So I think a black heavy line on an aging eye is not always the best choice, because I think you can get the same effect from a brown liner, like a nice warm brown liner. Actually, even something with a little bit of color, not too much, not like crazy teal, maybe something that has more of like a browner tone into it. Like you can do a plum with the brown or a blue with the brown undertone in it that doesn't look like bright blue, like that's 1985. And you put that on the lid, and then what that does, it creates the shape. But black is harsh. Black is a harsh. It's not actually even a color. So black is not a color. So I do think that black liners are tough on an aging eyelid. I actually think they're tough on anyone unless you're like a young girl that wants to do like a really killer cat eye. So natural everyday makeup, I'm always in brown, very, very rarely, unless I'm like in an evening dress and I'm going for like some sick dramatic eye, which is maybe once a year, because I'm never in an evening dress. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting here, wait for it. I had a pedicure. Have you guys ever seen these socks that they give you in the winter time? I'm sitting here in my sweats. It's like a half sock for your pedicure. I bought those today. I thought they were the coolest things ever. Okay. Anyway, so dark blue is cool. Dark blue is cool, great color, pops the iris color. Big fan of dark blue. I'm talking about like that, like you see the liner and you don't see the eye. Remember that makeup should complement you. Your makeup shouldn't arrive before you do, because you don't want people to look at you and go, oh, wow, what color eyeliner is that? That's so pretty. You want them to say, wow, your eyes look beautiful, right? I mean, that's kind of how, that's how it should be. But if you want them to recognize your eyeliner, it's okay. Like, I don't, I just want you guys to be pretty and love that. But yeah, brown is what I do. And I like a dark blue. I do like a dark blue. But another thing about eyeliner, one color up top, one color down below. Now let's talk about really quick down below. And if you guys want, I'll do an eyeliner tutorial next week. I can totally do that. When you're doing your bottom eyeliner, what you want, I like dark plum, Barb. I love a plum. Plum's so pretty, makes brown eyes, green eyes, blue eyes all pop. But when you're going down below, don't close that whole eye in. Don't go all the way in. Take it from the iris, fade it out, and then take a little bit of eyeshadow to connect that liner, a very lighter shade to create the shape. Because if you take a dark liner all the way in and you have it on the top lid, you will close your eye in. I always use two shades. I use one shade up top and then one shade down below, because that doesn't create that connected circle. Those two shades, separating those two shades like that, actually make the eye look more open. But I'll totally do an eye tutorial. Okay, so anything else, my girls? Plum's my favorite. Yeah, Tanya, I love a good plum. Plum's so pretty. It's really a great color to use. It's so good on any color eye. I like blues too. I like plums, blues, browns. I love greens. I love all that, but typically, I will always reverse it. I'll put either brown on the bottom, brown on top. I will reverse those shades. And I'll rock a green liner, but I make sure that I always take that liner only to the iris out, and then I soften it with a little bit. Instead of taking that eyeliner all the way in and making my eye look small, I just put a little bit of eyeliner eyeshadow there to finish that line. Okay, so hi Linda, how are you? Hey Sue, let me see. Thank you for your giveaway Sundays. Okay. So, thank you for your great Sunday tutorials. I'm telling you, I really need to put my glasses on. I am like as blind as a bat trying to read these. How are you, Linda? Okay, does anybody else have any questions about what we talked about? How to create that cute little nose, you know? Anyone else? Are we good? How to contour for a double chin. Denise, I did a whole neck tutorial, but really easy since you asked. How to contour for a double chin. Super, super ridiculously easy, and I can show you in 2 seconds how to do that because I'm getting a little bit of that soft kind of gobble gobble. I always wear black on top. Very, very close to the lashes. That's right. Yeah. Make sure lashes look amazing. Good. That's perfect. And the rest of the eyelid, light and neutral. That is awesome. You are doing it perfect. Okay. So double chin. Let me see if I have a brush here. Let me see what brushes I have here. Hopefully I have a good brush and I'll show you how to very easy contour in 2 seconds a double chin. And do I not have any brushes here? I only brought the stuff that I needed down today. All right, I don't. But you know what? I'll use mess up a foundation brush. Okay, ready? Really quick. Double chin, gobble gobble, Thanksgiving called. I got it. Hey, what happens to all of us, right? I mean, why does gravity get like weird things? Like it's, you know, but whatever. Okay, so don't worry about it. We all got it. If not, you know, great. You know, a couple things. If you look for that neck tutorial I did, I showed you some exercises, some skincare routine, some different things to do that really help the neck area. I definitely have it. My neck is the area of my face and myself that I like the least. The reason is I had my thyroid removed, so I have a lot of excess skin through here. So where can we get lashes, Doris? Elizabeth, I have them done like close to my house. I have lash extensions put on. I'm just like kind of obsessed with them. I got them once when I was going away, and now I'm like addicted. Sorry. But anywhere around your home, you just kind of have to Google that. Okay, so let's talk about, I hope that helps. Let's talk about really quick that double chin. So I'm going to take my contour palette, and then what I'm going to do is take that deeper shade of contour, not Shady Lady that I used for my nose and that I used for my cheek, but the deeper shade. And then typically I would use a blush brush, but all I have right here is my foundation brush. And then what you want to do is you want to take that deeper shade right along the bottom of the chin, just like this. Okay, just like that, right along through here. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Let me put this up here. Yep, right through here. Remember that this is still part of your face, so you want to fill in through here. Okay, just fill in through there, just like that with that deeper shade. Make sure you get a contour shade and not a bronzer, but if all you have is a bronzer, it's okay, but know that contour shades are more gray based and they're not as kind of coppery, reddy, orange based as a bronzer is. Bronzers are meant to create warmth and contours are meant to create shadow. So what we're doing is anything we put dark to falls back and doesn't bring attention. Anything we want attention to, we highlight to bring forward. Remember when I did my nose and all you could see was that little bulb there? Anyway, but if that's all you have, start and at least try it with that. So right through here, I'm going to do like that. So double chin. Ready? Take this shade just like this, right underneath the chin, just like that. Sometimes if you want to get like, you know, shades of foundation to do that. I like to just do it with powder because it's really easy. But shades of foundation, you can do that. You can take like, my face shade is like a light. I would use like probably a medium to medium tan to do under here. But I just like powders because I think it's easy. So you're going to go underneath through here. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take this right down the center of the neck. Because remember, dark things fall back, light things fall forward. So we're going to take that right down and then instantly you can see what I've just done. Do you see that? Do you see how I just slimmed my whole neck out? Now, if you really want to get like really elevated, like contour girl, you can take this down to this side of your neck as well, just like this on the side, and create that. And then just make sure that when you do all that stuff, I always, if you don't really blend well, just take like a translucent kind of blending powder and sweep it all over that area. And then that'll make sure that nobody sees all of those, you know, those different shades. Just always make sure. It's like in a beauty pageant when they say, smile, smile. And I always tell people, if you think you're smiling enough, you're not keep smiling. So I always say, if you think you've blended enough, just blend it one more time. Because, you know, that's the key really with makeup too, is really blend, 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 blend. If you sit in a makeup artist chair, that's what they do. They don't spend time picking out shades. They spend time blending. That's kind of what we don't do that much. So anyway, did you see what I did with that neck? So when I put that dark line, so now everything kind of falls back and my neck like isn't in your face. So how about that? Okay. What color is your blush? Looks very soft. My blush is from the Face palette. This shade right through here. It's a really pretty shade. And if I had my glasses on, I could tell you what color it is. But I don't have my, I can't see. I just is blind. But anyway, it's from the Face palette. So it's there. I need to start wearing my glasses. Okay, so anything else? What color is my nail color? Is Hello Kitty OPI gel. I just had them done with my toes. Hello Kitty. I know that they that they discontinued it. I don't know why. It makes me want to cry. But I know there's a dupe color coming from them, so they'll probably just rename it something. I bought 2 bottles of it, so I've got another year until I figure out what color it's going to be. But I really like this color. I think it's pretty too. Let me see. What else? What else, guys? Okay. Why not use a magnifier when demoing, Bonnie? I don't know. I have to think about doing that. We're actually building a whole makeup room to do tutorials at the office with like really proper lighting and proper like camera stuff and everything. This one I just kind of Sunday nights, I just like hanging out, like bullshitting with everybody. You know, I like doing that. Okay, so but I probably should, Bonnie. I just don't, if I started using a magnifier, I'd have to admit the fact that I can't see and I'm getting older and I need to wear reading glasses. And I just don't know if I can admit it yet. I can't. That's me having a temper tantrum. Okay, so, you know, on Sundays we do, Christine, TSV, not in the U.S., not till, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but not till September. I know, September 18th, but it's a really killer TSV. I only do one a year in the United States, and we do them more. I actually have a TSV, not next week, but the following week in the UK and one in Italy. So, but the U.S., not till September. We're trying to do a little bit more kits on the, on doll10.com because I know people in the U.S. kind of get a little spited. That's not really up to us. You know, it really has nothing to do with me. I mean, I could do a TSV every week if I could, but that's really not up to me. Okay, so I know, Tammy, I'm really excited about it. I will let the cat out of the bag when it gets closer to September, which will probably be here next week. Okay, so thanks, Christine. Let me see. I love you too, Annie. All right, so that's it. I've kept you too long. I always try to make these things like reasonable, like a reasonable amount of time, and I always end up like just talking the shit so long, you know, because I like to talk. I think I get that from my mom. She's on here. She liked to talk even if it's with her fingers on the computer. Okay, so you know, every Sunday night that we do a Doll 10 giveaway. So since I was away, what we're going to do is we have a Doll 10 giveaway, and it's just this is going to be one that you get to pick yourself. And what it's going to be is you're going to get a train case like this, and we're going to fill it with $500 worth of doll dollars, and you will be able to get your spring summer makeup ready regime, obviously with Doll 10, because we love all of our dolls and we want everyone to get dolled up. So make sure, I know Kate put all of the information down below on Facebook and on Instagram. We always make these things very easy. They're never complicated, nothing crazy. So this way, we hope that every week these giveaways, that eventually everybody in our chat will get to at least win one. I hope so. And then I know Mo will kill me if I don't mention this, but we do have a flash sale on doll10.com. I had to mention that. You know, I typically don't do that, but she said, please. And I said, okay, I can't not. Anyway, so you guys, I love you guys. So make sure you enter the giveaway. It is $500. That's a lot of good Doll 10 makeup. Hopefully one of you guys will win. Next week, the giveaway we're working on is going to be like sick, super killer, kind of like something different. So I'm excited about that. And all right, so have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. Thank you for spending the time with me, and have a beautiful, beautiful week.